I am Superion, and I am talking. What is up, everyone? This is Kyle from the TF Review, and today we are going to be taking a look at Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Firefly, aka Fireflight. He's no longer Fireflight, probably due to politically correct reasons. I don't know, I'm not the legal advisor at Hasbro, so I couldn't tell you. I think from the top-down view, like, this is Fireflight. They were able to even keep the retro-looking stripes on the wings, which I do appreciate, and on the tailpiece. But where this figure kind of fails a little bit is when you turn him to the side. Now, he is sleek, and I do actually like that, but he's just too fat. He does have arm kibble kind of flaying out of the side of the back end of the jet. It's certainly not the worst jet mode in the bunch, and it is very true to its G1 counterpart, so that's something you can really appreciate. It also comes with one of these collector cards, which is completely useless. It's not part of like a trading card game. It's not part of, you know, a scanner app. It's literally just a little piece of artwork that says Firefly, so you don't really need this, but it's there. So the transformation into leg mode is pretty easy. First, you want to start off with his nose piece, and it just kind of folds back. You don't want to peg it back into place just yet. Then you want to take these two little front shin pieces and fold them up because they do hinder the combiner port. You flip the combiner port out, and now you can... actually, probably should turn the head around. And now, you can, you know, do stuff. Then what you want to do is you want to take this tail piece, and this just folds up into place, and it doesn't really lock into place, it just kind of snaps in. And now you can fold the shin pieces back in, and they both just groove back in, make sure the arms are not loose. Now you're kind of left to orient the wings. You can just fold them back like that. I like to do it. There's numerous ways you can do it. You can fold them up like that. You can have it folded up if you want it to look like that. I kind of like having it folded like this. This is my preferred mode. I just like the way it looks with these sticking out forward. It kind of balances out a little bit better. And lastly, you can take his foot, and it just pegs into the jet's butt. And there is his leg mode. And since he is the right leg of Superion, what we can do is take him and slide him right in. And that's, you know, where he stands. Literally, pun intended, my friends. Pun intended. Now, the transformation into robot mode is actually also pretty easy. Basically, what you want to do, fold this back, peg it in, twist his little head around, and there we go. And then you can unpeg his arms. And with his arms, you do need to make sure they are lifted up. And peg his arm. For now, we can go ahead and fold his wings back. You want to flip forward his shin pieces. Then you want to take them and fold them upwards, kind of like that. And if you want, you can unpeg his legs too. That might make it easier. Then you want to make sure this pin right here plugs into this little hole right there. And do the same on this side. Make sure the pin plugs into the hole. Be sure to orient the wings however you would like. Make sure the combiner port is flush. And that is basically it. There we have him in his robot mode. And I apologize if he's a little blown out because of, you know, how white he is. In terms of paint apps, he's not great, but he's not terrible. He has all of the necessary paint apps he needs to be, you know, Firefly. And he's got ratcheting elbows. For articulation, his shoulders are on ball joints, and they do have cuts so they can kind of fold out 90 degrees, 180 degrees. No waist swivel. And a lot like Dragstrip, his legs are on ball joints, but they're a little weaker than I would want them to be. They can bend at the knee, exactly 90 degrees, and he's got nothing for feet articulation. His head sculpt does look pretty shredderish. There's no light piping. His eyes are just painted blue. But it looks good, it's very emotive, and his head is on a ball joint. He can look up, look down. You can look, whichever direction you need him to look in. Now, to get him into arm mode, basically what you want to do is you want to unpeg his nose, fold this out, and kind of hide his head down there in this little groove. Then what you want to do, take his legs. They just snap back together like that. Yeah, and then it wants you to fold his arms kind of 90 degrees back like that. And that looks okay. I mean, it could look a lot worse, but it's kind of just really meh. And then it wants you to fold the wings back forward. And then take his little leg handpiece, turn this into a hand somehow. There we go. And peg it into his butthole. And there we have him in his arm mode. And if you want, you can take him and you can slide him right into his, Superion joint. And I like that. That doesn't look too bad, actually. I've noticed that I'm enjoying the arms a lot more than I'm enjoying the leg modes. He's got articulation or whatever. We'll go over Superion when next wave comes out and we finally finish him. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video review. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at the TF Review and like me on Facebook at the TF Review. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.